Okay, what we've got here is a leaky garbage disposal. My wife opened up the cabinet and found water on the bottom of the cabinet. So it's time to take apart the disposal. Okay, top part of the disposal is connected to the sink. You've got a kind of a slide fitting there. I'll show you how to take care of that, get that off, because that's the main attachment. You've got the dishwasher hose going to the top. That's this guy right there. And then you've got the main drain piece right there. That has to be removed, and you can pivot the pipe off to the side. You have to unplug it from the wall and take that dude down, see what's going on. Okay, this is what you're gonna need. A straight blade screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and a pair of channel locks, and a drop light. Yay! Okay, you're also gonna need a pan. Something to put some water in, because you're gonna get water that's gonna leak down. I just connected the dishwasher hose. Got to twist it, get on there with the pair of channel locks and twist it a little bit, round and round, and get that guy off. Okay, this is so much fun. Anyway, yeah, just loosened up this guy here. The screws, bring it down, slip it down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to be getting your channel locks on there, loosening that up so you can pivot this around and get it away from the disposal. Okay, dishwasher drain hose is removed. The drain pipe is removed, swung out to the side to get out of the way. The cord is disconnected, so now for the main thing. This is where it gets kind of hairy because the disposal's heavy, and as soon as you unlock this big lock nut up there, it's going to eventually come out of place, and you need to be supporting it so it doesn't drop. And this is what we need the Phillips screwdriver for. It goes into one of these holes, and you actually move it to unloosen this big lock ring that's on there. Okay, you got to make sure you're pushing the right way, the right direction. And so it's everything's backwards if you're looking at it upside down. So you put your screwdriver in there. In this case, I just used my Phillips. Maybe the straight slot would work. And you're going to gently and slowly move it so that it unscrews, and you're going to support the bottom of the disposal at the same time. Otherwise, it's going to drop. And voila, there you go. Disposal's down. Now we get to try to find out what the heck is going on with it, if it's something that can be repaired, or if we just have to get another one. So this is where she came from. That's where the mount was. You'll see how it's kind of a universal fitting for all the disposals, so it makes for a quick connect. Actually, the fun part is getting it back up, the new one, because it's heavy and you got to hold it in place just right, and then give that that lock nut part the right spin. This is stationary. It's part of the, actually, okay, no, this does move quite a bit. It was kind of locked on there for a minute there, but it will swivel. So you've got these parts here that need to match up with this guy up here. And once you do that, it will it'll go ahead and attach itself to the flange up there. Okay, word of caution. Put a stopper in there, otherwise somebody's gonna wash something and you're gonna get water underneath the sink. Not good. Okay, as luck would have it, we have a spare disposal. I was actually using it out in the garden for grinding up compost that goes in the compost pile. And so if I act fast, I can get this guy replaced before Mama gets done picking strawberries and raspberries. So let's get back to it. Okay, I didn't show you something, but these parts are really easy to go back together. You've got this guy here that goes on last, and this that goes on first. So you've got the top part, put that guy on there, put it in place, and then put your your little seal on there. You just have to push it down and work it around till it seals really nice and firm, and you're good to go. Now I'm gonna have to replace this pipe that's on this existing spare disposal, and hopefully my other one will fit right in there. We'll see what happens. Okay, I took the other one off. Got her laying off to the side. Let's put it up and see how we line up. There we go. Okay, so putting this guy back up, you've got to make sure this is all the way to the left-hand side, so that it lines up with the opening to the side where this latch makes it for this thread. There's 3 of them. Okay. Here's a tip. I put a spacer, a little bucket upside down with a cloth underneath it to bring that up inside and hold it in place. That helps a lot. And look at this. Swivel this back into place. Looks like it's going to fit just fine. This will swivel a little bit as you have it a little bit loose, so you can put it into place to make your pipe attachment. Okay, tighten it back up. So you'd be pushing it to the right. Make your hose connections, put your screws in place, and then connect power. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Make sure you've got this gasket on. This is a slip-on rubber gasket that goes on before you put that into this opening right here. Okay. So now that you've got this drain piece in place and the dishwasher drain in there, you want to tighten this guy up really good, and then go ahead and cinch up on that swivel, that lock ring up there, and then you're good for testing it for water. Ooh. Okay, we're running water. This disposal originally had a big encasing around it. Made it look like it was a big monster. Actually, I think it's a 3-horse motor, I want to say. I actually got it on a second-hand shelf at Restore. So let's turn her on and see what she does. Oh yeah. That is a powerful motor, that dude. I don't know what kind of motor that is, besides an electric motor, but that thing is really powerful. Okay, good to go. Okay, just a note really fast. You do want to check all these things up there to see if they're leaking. If any of that is leaking around the drain ring in the sink, you'll have to pull that apart. Put putty, plumber's putty up there so that it's sealed really good. And I didn't do that because it didn't look like it was leaking at all there. It was obvious that it was leaking right from the bottom of the old disposal. So she's working. We're good to go. Strawberries out of the garden. Okay, we're going to go over replacing the cord for the disposal if you need to do that. There's one screw, Phillips. You need to undo that, and it'll give you access to the wiring connections. Okay, this is the old disposal, so it's been in there for a while. But there's a wire connection for your white wire, one for the black wire, and most importantly, a ground wire connection. And your cord should have a connector, 2-screw cord connector. It's a 1/2-inch cord connector, and screw that in. Put your power pigtail in there, bring the wires over to the side, and make up your connections, and you're good to go. Okay, yeah, so I'm not even going to throw this old disposal away. I'm going to use it in my outdoor sink to grind up the food waste that we can use in the compost pile for the garden. I really don't care if it leaks outside here, because, well, it just doesn't matter. So instead of throwing it away, the motor's perfectly good, still grinds, just the seal that apparently is leaking, and so we'll keep the garden going and see what else Mama's gotten or ready for me to fix. Oh my gosh, never ending. See you later. Bye.